Hello everyone, my name is Casey Reinerson and I'm working on my Screencast over communication and collaboration for Module 3. We'll start off with some definitions. Communication is defined in our book as a general term that implies the conveyance of information either one way or through an exchange with two or more partners. Collaboration is defined as a social interaction in which participants must plan and accomplish something specific together. Some of the basic communication patterns: there's point-to-point, two-way communication. This takes place when two people are communicating. Some examples are internet chats, phone conversations, face-to-face communication, letters, and possible social interaction. We also have one-to-many outbound communication. This is what takes place when a teacher lectures to a class and they're the only person or people talking. There's no one else that's having any social interaction. Some examples of this would be TV shows, a three-way phone conversation, a static website, a preacher preaching to his church congregation. The last communication pattern we're going to talk about is many-to-many. This would be a group conversation where there are multiple people talking and listening. It's more of a conversation. This is where a social interaction may be taking place. Some examples of this might be a town hall meeting where there's different discussions going on, or a group project where people are working together for one goal. Social interaction. Learning takes place when the communication between people is based on true social interaction. Communication is two-way. That means they're both getting something out of it, not just one person talking. Social interaction is communication with an authentic audience that shares some of the goals of communication. They're all working towards one common goal. Some different types of social interaction. Synchronous is when social interaction between two people occurs in real time, during which participants take turns talking. This happens when two people talk on the phone, have face-to-face discussions, or chat. They're both talking back and forth, not just one person controlling the conversation. And then asynchronous is when the social interaction between people does not occur at the same time. This happens when people have email conversation or write letters. One person will maybe start and pose a question to somebody else, and the next person will respond when they have time, or just get back to them with something else. Collaboration and cooperation. Collaboration is defined as interactions between two or more people for the transfer of complex information for some common goal over a specific period of time. Cooperation is when students have separate roles in a structured task and pool their data to a specific end. Communication impacts on learning, and this would be in our school district, USD 381. From the administrator standpoint, we looked at NET Standard 3C, Excellence in Professional Practice, and this is promote and model effective communication and collaboration among stakeholders using digital tools. A good example of this would be when our teacher evaluations are done by our administrators. They will come around and they use an iPad, and that way they can email us directly what they're thinking, and as soon as they leave the room, we can go back and check our email and see maybe some different ideas that they had for our lessons to present next time, or maybe what they really liked or what maybe they didn't like so much, but it's instant feedback that way. Another one is NET 5A, digital citizenship. This ensures equitable access to appropriate digital tools and resources to meet the needs of all learners, and that's just school-wide. With our school, everybody's on the same page, has all the opportunities. There's no one that has more opportunities than another student. From the student aspect, we looked at NET Standard 1A, Creativity and Innovation. Apply existing knowledge to generate new ideas, products, and processes. And this in my classes we do a lot of, especially group work. We're always looking for a new way to do something, new ideas that are out there, anything like that. NET Standard 1C, Creativity and Innovation. Use models and simulations to explore complex systems and issues. We do this a lot in my building construction class, trying to find new ways to do stuff over the internet. We can find some places that have websites that there's simulations being done on how a building process is done, or maybe a new material that is being used. And from the teacher standpoint, NET 1B, facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. Engage students in exploring real-world issues and solving authentic problems using digital tools and resources. Again, we use this a lot in my building construction class because the students are presented with a real-world problem. They have to find what they're going to need for materials and how they're going to do the shed. They need to use the new materials that are available to them, and so they're using technology to find those. And then NET 2A, design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments. Design or adapt relevant learning experiences that incorporate digital tools and resources to promote student learning and creativity. And again, we're using we're using any new technology that we can find out there on the internet, and then maybe even researching it some more and seeing how we can apply it directly to our group projects. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.